Hello, you're very welcome to today's video. My name's Anand and today's video is going to explore attention, specifically your attention and where you direct it to and on what. And why you might want to think about this a little more deeply and how it can benefit your inner richness. So before I actually do a deep dive into that, just a little introduction. I'm an emotional wellness coach and I support those who are weighed down with inner struggles so that they can uncover their inner richness. And when we think of inner struggles, and one that I keep hearing again and again from clients is they're not spending their time on the things that they actually want to do or need to do. Their attention is going on things that are passive and they haven't chosen to do, although they find themselves doing it. So I've talked a lot about doom scrolling before, but today's video is exploring where our attention goes and why it matters. And the reason this came up was I was reading the Book of Secrets and I came across a quote from Osho where he says, "Your attention is your being." Now what he means by that is wherever our attention goes, our attention is our inner self, our inner being. So right now I'm staring into this video, talking to you, and at the same time I'm directing my consciousness or my awareness inside of myself. So my attention is going in two ways. It's going out into the video and it's going inward into me. The being part of us is that soul or spirit or whatever word you want to call it. It's that part of ourself or our intuition. It's that part of ourself that is more than our body, more than our mind, more than our emotions. And this is why I do the work I do, because I'm always looking to connect with my being, and I want to share this with others who also want to connect with their being. So when I hear that he says your attention is your being, and I look at what's going on today where attention, everyone's attention is being commodified, I had a sort of a oh shit feeling. This is serious. Because if our attention is being commodified, we are not in our being, and we're not even close to our being. And that's what I want to tease out with you today, is to explore that. Because the other thing I'm noticing is with a lot of my clients, one of the major pain points that I'm dealing with is they find themselves doing stuff that they didn't plan to do. It could be obsessively watching the news. It could be on their phone, 3 hours have passed, 4 hours have passed, maybe even more. They don't know what they've looked at, they don't know what they've consumed, and they can't stop. There's like a compulsion, they can't stop. Or maybe they're spending hours reviewing websites for this purchase or that purchase, or buying online, or they're on platforms and they've found the hours have gone. And these activities in themselves are fine. It's when they start to cause harm that's when it becomes a difficulty. And I had one client who shared that as an experiment, we were working together and they put their phone aside for 1 hour. And what they witnessed in themselves was extraordinarily challenging in that 1 hour. They really saw how much they are addicted to their phone. And I'm seeing it not just with my clients, I see it in my own behavior. Like, I've talked before, I didn't used to be like this. I read it online. I hear it again and again. People are saying, I've spent several hours on my phone. I've no motivation to do anything. I don't read books. I don't have any attention for anything else. I struggle to learn. It's on and on and on. I bet you know what I'm talking about. So what's happening is that your attention is being redirected away from yourself, away from the things that you want to do, and it's being manipulated. Now, you're probably being told, well, just stop being on the phone and do all of these hacks. And that is one way of approaching it. But for me, I believe that when you start to understand and see the truth of a situation, something naturally changes. And that's been my experience, and that's the experience with my clients. So what I would say is start to notice what your attention is going on. News, phone, online shopping, putting stuff in wish lists, having arguments online with people, getting really angry about it or upset. Look at the thing that you're putting your attention on. What is it doing to you? Look at it. What's it doing to your mind? What's it doing to your body? What's it doing to your emotions? How is it? And are you the one who's in control? Are you the master of where your attention is going? If not, there's something going on here. So the question is, wherever you put your attention to, that becomes your reality. That becomes your life. And then the question is that what I want for my life? And if the answer is no, then it's an opportunity for you to really look at where you're directing your attention and then saying, right, I want to redirect it. Where do you want to redirect it to? Where do you want it to go? This is a deep subject, and there's a lot in it. And it can be a difficult thing to break when you're really addicted, when you're using something to escape yourself, to escape something you don't want to see, or to escape boredom, or to deal with stress. It can be very hard to break the connection with the thing that your attention's going on, rather than looking within and going, ugh, I don't want to face that. However, you can choose to continue doing what you do, but know that you need to pay a price for it. That you become a commodity. You become the product, and then your life becomes manipulated. And again, if that's you want to do that, that's fine. But if you want to change this, start looking at where does your attention go and where do you want your attention to go, and see how can you redirect it. If you're stuck with this, I plan on doing a workshop on this. It will be limited. It's in the development stage right now. But once it's available, you can sign up for it. And the best way to do that is to sign up for my newsletter and get the first dibs. Meaning, be the first one to be informed about it. Because those that subscribe to my newsletter, they get exclusive content every week. Occasionally I miss a week, but most weeks you get exclusive content, including a meditation or reflection pieces and thought pieces, and you get the first opportunity to sign up for any courses before they become publicly available. So I'd be looking to share this with you in the early part of 2026, in the new year. And there you can start to really understand and get tools to redirect your attention so that it goes into your being. And you no longer are a product or being pulled like a puppet, being on the phone, on the news, letting it affect you, pulling away from the things that you want to do. So I hope I've given you some food for thought and things to think about, where your attention goes, and know that your attention is your being. So how would you like to connect with your being? Where do you want to put your attention to? Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.